Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, you are going to learn how to automatically send table booking reminders to your customers on WhatsApp. Now let's see what is happening here. So you have a record of your customers added in this Google Sheets, and according to that record or data, you are going to deliver a WhatsApp message to your customer automatically. Now let's talk about the applications we are using. So guys, Google Sheets is an online spreadsheet application in which you can create spreadsheets and access those sheets from any device and from any location. And WhatsApp is a widely used instant messaging application, and you guys know pretty well about it. Now, suppose that you are running a restaurant business and sometimes your customer book tables in your restaurant for any special occasion like birthday parties or get together or any special date. So you have created a Google Sheet in which you fill up the data of your customer along with their booking details. And you want to remind your customers about their booking one day before or on the date of booking that you have such and such table booking on such and such date. Now, you want to send those reminders to your customers on their WhatsApp account. So to get this done, you have two ways. One is to manually sort out the data of your customers from Google Sheets and see the booking details, and then manually compile a message for each and every customer on WhatsApp. So guys, this process can be very problematic and tiresome and time consuming. So we have a better way for you. What if I tell you that according to the record or data that you have added about your customers in Google Sheets and the table booking details of your customers, a WhatsApp message get automatically delivered to your customer one day before or on the day of the table booking, reminding them that they have a table booking in your restaurant for such and such purpose. Yes guys, this can be done, and this can happen by connecting Google Sheets with WhatsApp. But the issue is there is no direct connection or integration present between Google Sheets and WhatsApp. So to connect these two applications, I am using a software called as Pabbly Connect. So guys, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software, and the best part of it is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge to make this connection between Google Sheets and WhatsApp. So now let me give you a real-time demo on my screen of how this connection between Google Sheets and WhatsApp is going to work. So guys, this is the Google Sheet I have created for maintaining the data of my customers of my restaurant, and here you can see we have the booking dates, the number of guest details, the occasions, and the type of cabin or place they want to book, like open garden, personal cabin, or general tables. Alright, so, and this is the WhatsApp account of one of my customer. Alright, so here you can see this is the date of booking for the customer named Sujata. So I have scheduled the reminder of today only, right? So we will see if this WhatsApp message receive any message or not reminding this customer that she have the booking with us for the birthday party in a personal cabin. So I have scheduled the time 2 minutes from now. So we are going to wait for 2 minutes and let's see if we receive the message. So guys, you can see we have received a message here in WhatsApp, and this is a message and it is saying, "Hello Sujata, this is just a friendly reminder that today you have a birthday party for 2 guests. If you like to manage a booking, click on this link." So this is how it is going to work, and this is a kind of reminder message we are going to send to our customer regarding their table booking details or booking details in our restaurant. Alright guys, now you are wondering how I managed to bring this message on the WhatsApp account of my customer without any manual compilation of the message. So guys, let me give you the quickest and easiest steps by which you can also make this integration or connection between Google Sheets and WhatsApp. These are the 4 easy steps by which you can also make this integration and automatically send table booking reminders to customers on WhatsApp. Alright, so step 1 is schedule the date and time on which you want to send the table booking reminders in Pabbly Connect. So first of all, we are going to open Pabbly Connect and schedule the date on which we want to send the reminders to our customers. Step 2 is connect Pabbly Connect to Google Sheets. So in second step, we will connect our Google Sheet in which we have the data of our customers to Pabbly Connect. Step 3, collect the data from Google Sheets in Pabbly Connect. So in third step, we will collect the data of our customers from Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. And step 4 is send the same data to Vati for sending messages on WhatsApp. So at the final step, we are going to send the collected data as a new message here in WhatsApp, and to do this we are going to use another application called as Vati. So I'll tell you what Vati is later on in this video. First of all, let's jump to our step 1 and open Pabbly Connect. So guys, first of all you have to open your browser and type here Pabbly, that is pabbly.com. So this is the landing page of Pabbly. From here come to this products and click on connect. Alright, after this you can set up your Pabbly Connect account for free in just 2 minutes by clicking here on sign up free button, which I have already done, so I'm clicking on sign in directly. So after signing in, the all apps section of Pabbly will open up. From here you have to come to this connect panel and click on access now. So this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. To start working here, you have to create the workflows like these. So to create a workflow, just click on this create workflow button on the top right corner. Now it will ask for a name for your workflow, so you can give it any relevant name. So I'm giving it as Google Sheets to table booking reminder on WhatsApp. Alright, now I'm clicking on create. So as your workflow get created, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So Pabbly Connect work on these two things. The trigger says when this happens, action says Pabbly Connect do this. Alright, as in our use case, the trigger would be a booking in our detail of table booking in Google Sheets, and the action would be a reminder message on WhatsApp. Alright, so first of all you have to click here on the trigger option, and from the choose app, choose your application as Scheduler by Pabbly. So this is Schedule by Pabbly. Alright, after selecting this, it will ask how often you want to run your workflow. So we want to send these reminder message on regular basis, so I am selecting here every day. Alright, then it will ask for the time at which you want to send those reminder messages. So here you have to insert the time in UTC format. So UTC format is the universally converted time format, and it lags behind Indian Standard Time by 5 hours and 30 minutes. So suppose you want to send the reminder messages, let's say in morning 7 a.m. Alright, so to put the 7 a.m. you have to put it like this. So you have to put it like this 1:30. Alright, so I have subtracted 5 hours and 30 minutes from 7 a.m. so it is converted to 1:30. So you can take the help of online UTC converters. Alright, now click on save here. So our first step is completed and we have scheduled the date and time to send the reminder messages. Now let's see what is our next step. So our next step is connect Pabbly Connect to Google Sheets. So now we are going to connect the Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. Let's do this. So in Pabbly Connect, you have to click here in this action window, and now from the choose app, choose your application as Google Sheets. This is Google Sheets. Alright, after this it will ask for the action event. So in the action event, select the event as get rows. After this connect button will appear, so click on this connect button, and from here select this add new connection, and then click on connect with Google Sheets. So in this window it will ask for the email ID by which you have created that Google Sheet. So select that email ID from here, and then it will ask for a few additional access which is completely safe. Just click on continue. Alright, you can see authorization is successful and it is showing connected. That means we are connected with our Google Sheet. Now these fields will open up and the first field is the select spreadsheet. Now it is asking to select the spreadsheet that you want to use. So let me show you the spreadsheets So this is my Google Sheets account and here you can see these are the spreadsheets I have created for various purposes. So in Pabbly Connect, when you click here, you will find the same list of all the sheets that I have in my Google Sheets account. And today I am going to use this sheet. For this task, we are using table booking details sheet. Alright, so you can find this sheet from this list only. Search for it, you can see here it is. So select this sheet. After this, it will ask for the sheet name. So our sheet name is sheet 1. So just select this sheet 1 option. Then it will ask for the range. Range means the range of data we have in our Google Sheet. So let me show you how to put the range here. Go to your Google Sheet and from here, from second row, start selecting your data like this. Alright. So we have selected the data. Now go here in this name box and copy this code like this. So this is the range. So put it here like this. Alright. Now this is the way to put the range when you have static data in your Google Sheet. That means you are not going to update that sheet for a long time. But in our case, we are going to update that sheet regularly because we are going to have bookings on daily basis. So to put the range for this type of data when you are updating your Google Sheet, you have to go to Pabbly Connect and you just have to put the range like this, A2 to H. Alright, like this. So what does it mean, A2 to H? Previously we have selected the data like this. So it is showing A2 to H2. That means we have the data from A2 to H2. Now we have put here A2 to H. That means we are saying to Pabbly Connect that we have data from A2 to H, but we are not saying that we have the data up to H2 or H3 or H4 or H5 or H6. We do not put the endpoint of our data. We just put the H that we have data from here and it can go up to many rows. Alright. So by putting this type of range, this will get all the filled rows. Alright. So whenever you fill a new row, it will fetch the data. Now it is time for our next step. So let me show you. So the next step is collect the data from Google Sheets in Pabbly Connect. So now we are going to bring the data from Google Sheets here in Pabbly Connect. Let's do this. So after filling the range, when I click here on save and send test request, the data we have in our Google Sheet will be captured here in Pabbly Connect. So before clicking this, let me do one thing also. Just toggle this simple response button to off like this. So I'll tell you why I am doing this. Now I am clicking on save and send test request. And you can see the data is captured here like this in this format. So this is called array of data format. So we have gathered the data in this array form. Alright. After this, what you have to do, you have to click on this plus icon. And now from the choose app, choose the application as Iterator. So this is called Iterator by Pabbly. And what it will do, it will ask for to choose the array. So you have to choose this response result array. By clicking here, you will see this response result array option. So select this. And now when I click on save and send test request, it will segregate this type of data into row by row format. Let me show you. So I'm clicking here. Now you can see our data is segregated in this format. So it is showing the data of first row. Let me show you. So this is the data we have of in first row. So it's segregated, the iterator segregated the data in row by row format. So this is the function of Iterator by Pabbly. It will make sure that the workflow will run row by row, one by one, and up to the last row we have in our Google Sheet. That's why we have selected this, and I have toggled this response button to off to get the data in this array format. All right. Now what you have to do is click on this plus button, and now from the choose app you have to choose date time formatter by Pabbly. So this is date time formatter. Now in the action event you have to select current date. So why we are applying this? We are applying this to bring the current date in this Pabbly Connect. All right. So because we are going to use that date, so I will tell you, click on connect here, and now it is asking for the format of date. So I am selecting the format as the normal MMDDYY format. Now it is asking include time in response. So we do not want to include the time like this in our response. So I am selecting false here. Now when I click on save and send test request, you will see we'll get the current date. So this is the current date we have. All right. So why we have fetched this current date, let me tell you. Now you have to click on this plus button, and we are going to apply another function by Pabbly which is called as filter. So from the choose app, choose the application as filter, and now we are going to apply the filter. Filter means it works like an if statement. So we are telling if this select label date equal to something, the workflow will run. So what we are going to select in this label, we are going to select the booking date, and where we will find the booking date, we will find the booking date here in this iterator where we have segregated the data like this. All right, so this is the date of booking. So in this filter, when you click here on this iterator by Pabbly, you will find the same data that we have segregated, and here you can see the date of booking is here. So map this date of booking, select the filter type to equal to, and here you have to map the current date that we have fetched by datetime formatter here like this by using datetime formatter. So when you click here on datetime formatter, you will find the current date. So map this. So it will ensure that when the booking date is equal to current date, the reminder message will be delivered. So this is why we have applied this filter. All right. Now when I click on save and send test request, it will. So guys, you can see it is showing the status as error and the condition is false. So why it is showing like this? Because you can see we have dates in different formats. So this can happen to you. So remember to bring this current date in the exact same format which you have in the booking date. All right. So the booking date is in DDMMYY format. So make this current date in DDMMYY format only like this. So we have converted the date. You can see. Now in this value, map this new format date from the same datetime formatter. All right, now when I click here on save and send test request, you will see success and the condition is true. That means the date of booking is same as current date. So we are going to deliver the reminder message today only. All right, now it is time for our next step. So let us see what is our next. So our next and final step is send the same data to Vati for sending messages on WhatsApp. So now we are going to send a message to WhatsApp by using the data that we have in Pabbly Connect, and to do that we are using another application called as Vati. So now I'll tell you what Vati is and how we are going to use it. So now in Pabbly Connect you have to click on this plus icon, and from the choose app, choose your application as WATI, that is Vati. You guys are wondering why I used this application. So guys, to send messages on WhatsApp, you must have the access of WhatsApp's chat API. So Vati is the application which have the access of WhatsApp's chat API. So by using this application, you can send messages to WhatsApp directly and very easily. So now in the action event, select the event as send template message. Alright, after this click on this connect button, and from here select this add new connection. So after you select this, it will ask for these two things, the API endpoint and the access token. So where you are going to find these things? So you have to go to Vati dashboard and click on this API docs option to find these things. Alright, so let me bring you to my Vati account. This is my Vati account. So you can also set up your Vati account, and to do that you can check the description box in which we have pasted a link of the video in which we have explained how to set up your Vati account. For now, I'm going to click on this hamburger icon just at the right hand side of dashboard option. Click on this hamburger option icon, and here you will find this API docs option. So click on this API docs, and here you can see the API endpoint and the access token. So just copy these things from here and paste it here in Pabbly Connect like this, and also the access token, paste it here like this, and then click on save. So now it is showing connected. Alright, after this these fields will open up. So the first field is the WhatsApp number. So here you have to enter or map the WhatsApp number of your customer. So when you click here, you will find this iterator by Pabbly option. Alright, so by iterator we have segregated the data. So when you click here, you will find all the segregated data like this. So just map this WhatsApp number of your customer from here only like this. After this, it will ask for the templates. So first of all, let me tell you what templates are. So I'm going to my Vati account again, and from the broadcast option, you will find these template messages. Alright, so what are these template messages? Template messages are nothing but the predefined message structures that we want to send to our customers or clients. Alright, so let me show you one template. So this is a kind of template we have in Vati. So here you can enter the name of template, and this is the message body that we are going to send to our customer or to anyone. Alright, so this is how we are going to send the messages. So to create such templates, you have to click here on new template message, and here you can create the template by entering the name. You can select the category by clicking here like this, alert update or auto reply, whatever you want. And here you can type the message that you want to send. Alright, after this, you just click here on save as draft and save your template message. And then you have to submit this template by clicking on this submit template icon. Alright, so as you submit your template, WhatsApp's parent company, that is Facebook, will review your template. And after reviewing, Facebook will approve your template. So you can see we have these templates which are already approved. So it took 30 minutes to 2 days to approve our templates. Typically it take only few hours. Alright, so as and when your templates got approved, you can use those templates to send messages on WhatsApp. So now in Pabbly Connect, when you click here, you will find the list of all the approved templates you have in your Vati account. So for this purpose, I am using this template which is called reminder. So we have this reminder template, you can see. So I'm selecting this. After this, it will ask for the broadcast name. So in broadcast name, you can enter the name of your restaurant. Whatever the name of your restaurant, you can enter. Alright. After this, it will ask for the custom parameters. What are these? So let me show you my message template we have. So this is the template we have for this purpose, and you can see this is the message body we have in our template. So you can notice that in the message body, we have this name in double curly braces, the appointment name in double curly braces, the guest name, and the link. So why we have these things in braces? Because these are the things which are going to change with every message. So the customer's name is going to change, the appointment name can change, the guest numbers can change. All right. So these are the variable things we have in our message body, and these are called the custom parameters. All right. So in Pabbly Connect, you have to enter the value of these parameters in this format, so that whenever we automatically deliver the message, so these things that you have variable in your message get automatically filled. All right. So in Pabbly Connect, in custom parameters, you just have to follow this format. So copy this format from here only and paste it here, and let us see how many parameters we have. So we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 variable or custom parameters. So I'm pasting it 4 times. I'm putting a comma here, pasting it again, putting a comma again, third time and the fourth time. All right. Now you have to fill this format. So first it is asking for the name of your parameter. So let us see what is the name of our first parameter. So the first variable's name is name only. So just copy this from here and paste it here like this. Now you have to map or enter the value of this name variable or parameter. So to do that, you just have to click here on Iterator by Pabbly, and you will find the data in which you find the name of your customer. All right. So you can see in the message we have hello name. So here we are going to enter the name of our customer. So just map it from Iterator by Pabbly. So here is the name. So we have mapped the name. So just like this, you can map and enter the values of other parameters also. So I am done mapping the other variables also. Now when I click here on save and send test request, this data will be sent as a new message according to our template to the WhatsApp account of our customer. So let me click here. So you can see it is showing this type of response, and we have received a message also. So let's see in the WhatsApp account, and it is saying hello Sujata, this is a friendly reminder that you have a birthday party for 2. So this is the exact same data that we have filled here in this custom parameters, and the message is same according to the template. All right, that means our connection is working properly. So now let me give you a quick recap what we have done here. So first of all, in the trigger option, we have scheduled the date on which we want to send the messages. All right. After this, we selected our Google Sheet in the action and gathered the data from our Google Sheet like this. Then we segregated the data with the help of Iterator by Pabbly like this, and then we applied the date time formatter to bring the current date. After this, we have applied the filter and make sure that the current date will equal to the booking date. We will deliver the message and the condition match true. Then we connected our Vati account to send the template messages on WhatsApp like this. Then we have mapped the custom parameters, and when I click on save and send, we have received the message. All right. So guys, this is it for today's video. If you want any other type of integration, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries and discuss it from this forum, and check the pricing of this software from this link. And guys, as we did today, you can make many different type of integrations using many different softwares by Pabbly Connect and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. So guys, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching this video.